through what are the sections that we have worked on. In this case, we have started by working on position vector, how to add position vector. So I said because you are finding AC, you need to move from A to B plus B to C. Then for you to move from A to B like that is the same as negative BA, because we have BA here, then we shall say plus BC. So that's the logic I used. So for I to say that AC is negative BA, for us to move to that point. And then the second bit was simplifying this, and we always know that y raised to power 0, all n number raised to power 0 is basically equals to 1. So that is why we have this one here, and then we got to at this given point. And also what I did here is that for us to have this, we can be able to multiply the power through every term. We shall multiply it to this term, and also we shall multiply it to this term. And of course, this expression is the same as 1 over 4, close the bracket, power 3. Because if you would like to open the bracket, you can multiply these powers together. And then the last bit is where we are putting the like terms here. And of course, putting the like terms together, we shall have minus 15 plus 20 plus 40 becomes 25. So this becomes 25x squared, and then we shall have the last term becomes minus 20 x in that case. So that's what the equation reduces to, 30 x cubed plus 25x squared minus 20x, and that is what our equation reduces to. And if you are new to ProfLearn YouTube channel, consider subscribing. Safazar, I don't understand what you mean. Kindly just let me know what you mean. Yeah, Safazar, I don't understand what that means. Kindly write in the chat section what that statement means, so that I can be able to respond to it. Prove algebraically that for n3 consecutive even numbers, and we know even numbers, if we are having, for instance, an even number x, the next even number will be, let me list just even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8. So which means from one even number to the next is plus 2. So we can say 2 consecutive even numbers. So the next one even number is x plus 2. The next one will be x plus 4. The sum of the squares of the smallest even number, and so 3 consecutive even numbers. So the sum of the square of the smallest even number and the largest even number is 8, more than twice the square of the middle. So x squared plus x plus 4 squared is twice, this one is twice the square of the middle number, x plus 2 squared is 8. The largest is 8 more than twice, is 8 more than twice, so we must add 8. Yeah, so this becomes x squared plus x squared plus 8x plus 16 So what I've just done, I've expanded this part, is going to be equals to 2 into bracket x squared also plus 4x plus 4 then plus 8. Like terms together, 2x squared plus, let's see what it becomes, plus 8x plus 16 is equals to 2x squared plus 8x plus this is 8x, and this becomes what? This becomes 8 plus 8. So if you put the like terms together here, you can see it's 2x squared plus 8x plus 16 is equals to 2x squared plus 8x plus 16, and we can see the two are equal. So we have proven algebraically that the two are okay. Yeah. So just requesting that if you're new to the ProfLearn YouTube channel, consider subscribing so that anytime I'm going to do more tutorials, you'll be notified. And also you can be able to join our Patreon page, where I usually do more tutorials, and I am uploading the main paper so that you can be able to download it. The next part of the question says the diagram shows two All right, so we can move to the next part. We are told that the diagram shows two vertical phone masts, A, B, and C, D. And we can be able to see that one of the phone masts is 6.2 and the other one is 30.7. Work out the size of the angle of depression of B from D. Angle of depression from B, of B from D. So if we join a straight line from here, we are gonna have so we can be able to, so I can be able to say this is going to be like that. Angle of depression of B. The angle of depression I'm going to find basically is this angle that is at this point. But something I need to mention is this angle that we have here is basically equal to the angle of elevation from this particular point. This angle that we have is also theta. So if I need to find this angle, I need to know what this angle is. And of course, for us to work it out, I know from A to C is 244, so this is 244. Yeah. And then I need to know the height, and the height in this case is going to be 30.7 minus 6.2, so that I can have 24.5 at this point. So which will mean that for us to work out this question here, I'll say Rose, so which will mean that we are going to sangapi. So which means that you don't want to so which means that this given point we need to work out using trigonometry. So for using trigonometry, we're going to say SOHCAHTOA and under SOHCAHTOA, so we're going to use adjacent and opposite. Adjacent and opposite, that is tan. So we are going to say tan theta is equals to opposite, which is 24.5, over 244. So which is theta is tan inverse of 24.5 divided by 244. So which will mean that tan inverse of that is going to translate to, let's use the calculator at that given point. What does it give you? .7 degrees. Check whether that's what you're getting. 5.7 degrees. That's what I'm getting here. Another part of question that you can be tested is how to work out to make subject of the formula, and we are supposed to make t the subject. Multiply all through both sides by t cubed, so this becomes n squared t cubed is going to be equals to 4d plus t cubed. So which will mean that we can put those terms with t both sides on the same side, so we shall have n squared t cubed plus minus t cubed is equals to 4d. We factor out t cubed, so we shall have t cubed into n squared minus 1 is equals to 4d. In order to remain with n on one, t cubed on one side, we are going to divide by n squared minus 1, n squared minus 1, and this will cancel out, so we shall have t cubed is equals to 4d over n squared minus 1. So for us to make t the subject, we shall be able to find the cube root of whatever we have on the left hand side, on the right hand side, and we shall have n squared minus 1 and we've made it subject of the formula in that case. If you can be able to see the presentation loud and clear and you can hear me, write in the comment section clear, and we are making progress. So work out the length of DC. We can let this to be x, and we are going to use the relation that a b times b, sorry, not that, AP times BP should be equals to DP times CP. But AP is 16 plus 14, and that becomes 30 times 14 should be equals to x plus 12 into x, and then x plus 12 times 12. So in order to find the value of x here, we are going to say x plus 12 is equals to 30 times 14 divided by 12. Of course, 6 goes here 2 times, 6 goes here 5 times, 2 goes here once, goes here 7 times, and the answer becomes 35. So we can say x is equals to 35 minus 12, and if you work it out, you're going to get your answer as 23 centimeters as x. So which means that our DC is 23. DC is 23. DC is 23 at that given point. In question number 7, we are told that work out the total area of the region shown shaded in the diagram. So the first thing that we need to work out is the radius of this circle, and for us to work out the radius, first we need to find AC. To find AC, it will be 8 squared plus 15 squared, and this is going to be what? If we work it out, this is gonna be what? This is going to be Hi Hyman, I can see you here. Welcome Hyman. Hey man, how are you? Are you getting value? Are you benefiting? Are you learning something? And also let us know where you are watching from. Hey man, it's my pleasure having you here. And also invite your friend to join this live. Okay, so great, hey man. Keep enjoying the lesson, and also if you have not subscribe and share this channel to your friends. Tell them to come with us. So you guys, we need to find the distance AC in this case, and that's going to be 8 squared plus 15 squared, and that becomes 289. If you work out the square root of that, we are going to get AC is equals to 17. So what does that mean to us? It means that the radius is going to be 8.5 centimeters. That's the radius. Then for us to work out the shaded part, we need to find the area of the circle first. Area is equals to pi r squared, and that's going to be pi times 8.5 squared. And if you work it out, that is pi times 8.5 squared, you're gonna get 227. To three significant figures, it will be 227. Then we need to find also the area of the triangle, and area of the triangle is a half base times height, which is going to translate to a half times the base, which is 8, times the height, which is 15, and that's going to translate to 4. And if you can work out this, you can see it's going to be 60. So in order to find shaded, we shall say the shaded part is 60, is 227 minus 60, and 227 minus 60, that translates to 167. Yeah, so that becomes 100 and anything left out? If anything left out, we have said our answer becomes 100 and what? 67. 167 as the area in that case. If you have any question, you can write it in the chat section. Another possible question that you can be asked, or the question that you can be seeing, Amaze VFX. Yeah, I can remember you, Maze. Amaze, I remember you. You were very active in the previous part. Welcome back, Ayman from Malaysia. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad to have you here, and I'm happy that the live and my videos are of great help too. And you guys, I would like to tell you, once you are done with your IGCSEs, stick around so that when you join A levels for physics and pure math, I'll be working with you guys. Yeah. Amaze, how was the paper that you did? You can write in the section. I remember last time you were very active, and welcome back again. I'm glad you're here. We have Amaze question number 8 here, and I believe you can work it at the speed of light, and you can write in the comment section. I know you are very fast, bro. Okay, so looking at whatever question that we have in this part, we are supposed to express it as a single fraction. But something I want you to realize, whatever that we have inside the bracket is basically 20, and this is the difference of two squares. So this is going to be x minus 6, and this is x plus 6, minus 2 over 2, this is basically x minus 6. So whatever we have in the bracket, we can be able to express it as a single fractions, and then before we do 4 minus x here. So in that way, if we express as a single fraction, this is going to be x minus 6 into x plus 6, and so, and this will be 20 minus 2 into x plus 6, and then we shall multiply 1 over 4 minus x. I believe we are together why I've done x plus 4 plus 6 here, because here we were having x minus 6. So if we open the bracket, we shall have minus 2x minus 12. So 20 minus 12 will be 8 minus 2x over x minus 6 into x plus 6. And if you factor out 2 here, it's going to look beautiful and amazing. It's going to look beautiful and handsome, because this part that we have here, we can factor out all right, let me just confirm. All right, that's correct, Amiz. That's correct. I knew it. You're very quick and swift. Yeah, so for the interest of other guys, so I'll say this is we factor out 2. So if you factor 2 out, you're going to remain with 4 minus x into x minus 6 x plus 6 times 1 over 4 minus x, and you can see this and this will cancel out, and that's why Amaz has written that if you work out that the answer gonna be 2 over x squared minus 36. You can leave it in this form, or you can leave it as 2 over x minus 6 x plus 6 plus 6. So you can either leave it in either form and still you're gonna get your marks correct. So both cases will attract the final mark for A. All right, we have Shane who invests $7,200 in 3 years. He gets 2.5% per year compound interest. How much money will Shane have saving in 3 years? Of course, we are going to use the appreciation formula, principal into 1 plus r over 100 raised to power n. And in that case, it's going to be, the principal is 7,200, and that is going to be 1 plus 2.5 over 100. And I know you guys already, you have written the comment section the answer. I'll check it once I'm done. And this is gonna be 3, and that's going to be 7,200 to 1 plus 2.5 over 100, and then raised to power 3. And I'm going to check once I'm done 77, because we are going to the nearest dollar. It's going to be 77.54. $77.54. 77.54. 54. So I'm basically going to check straight so that I can see those guys who got it. I knew it. Great. Well done. Well done, Amiz. Correct. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let me see. This next question, I'm amazed whether it's gonna put you on the wall. Yes, we are told that Anjali travels on the Eurostar train from Paris to Amsterdam. The distance of the train travel between Paris and Amsterdam is 15 kilometers. Time taken is 3 hours 18 minutes. Work out the average speed in kilometer per hour. So we have to convert 18 minutes to hours, so it will be 3 plus 18 over 60, and that is going to be what? 18 over 60 plus 3 hours, and that becomes 3.3 hours. 3.3 hours. So average speed is going to be 515 divided by 3.3. Once I'm done, I'll go and check, see what the answer is. 156 kilometer per hour. 156 kilometer per hour. Well done. Okay. Right, the next part is volume, area, scale, factor, similarities, and enlargement. So, but we are told that we have solid B and solid A. Now, solid A is in the shape of a cylinder with radius 3 and height 7. Solid A has a mass of this. Solid B has a mass of 375. Solid B has a volume of that. Now, all the metal from A and B are melted to make uniform solid C. Given that there is no change in mass and or volume during the process, work out the density of C. Density of C. Density of C. All right. Let's see whether this one is going to, because B, we are told B has the mass of this and A has a mass of this, so we can be able to work out total mass. Total mass is going to be 3375 plus 2000. This becomes 5375. And if we work out, what about the volume? What are we told about the volume? Volume of B is that. So we need also to work out total volume in that case. So that will be 450 plus. So we need to know the volume of the cylinder is pi. Volume of the cylinder is going to be, volume is going to be pi r squared h, which is going to be pi times 3 squared times 7. So if we work it out, the answer becomes 198. So we shall say 198 here. So 450 plus 198, we're gonna get 648. Then now density is equals to mass over volume in this case. So it's going to be, the total mass was 5375. Is it 5375? Yes. Over the total volume, which is 648. And the answer becomes 8.3. 8.3. And then we have the next question here. Try to show that. So we're going to write this as an improper fraction. so that's going to be 12 plus 2, that is 14 over 3 times this, and this is going to be 6, so it will be 11, and then we have 6 here. Here once goes twice, so we're going to have 28 over 11. So basically, which is the same as 6 over 11. Yeah, so that's what you are supposed to do in order to show that. The next bit of the question is for you to describe fully a transformation that maps A onto B, and the transformation is basically enlargement with enlargement scale factor 3. Enlargement scale factor 3, center 0, 3. So basically what you do, you'll just join like that and also draw corresponding points. You can see all the points are meeting at this point here where we have 3 here, and then you can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Object 1, 2 divide by 2, so scale factor becomes 3, because 2 times 3 will give you 6 that we have here, this 2 and this 6. So what do we need to multiply 2 to get 6? Is 3, so that becomes the enlargement scale factor at that given point. On the grid, translate A by the vector. So A is having the coordinates. This coordinate here is 5, 1. This one here is 6, 1. And this one is 5, 3. So to each of them, you are going to add this column vector so that you can be able to get the new. So if you want the image for 1, 5, 1, 6, 1 and 5, 3, you'll just take 5, 1 plus minus 4, 3. So if you add this 5 plus negative 4, that will be 1. 1 plus 3 is going to be 4. So that image is going to be 1, 4, 1, 4. That one will come here. And so you do the same for each of the points. So the next point will be 1, 6, 1, 6, it will be here. And the next point will be 2, 4 to be here. So we shall have the image at that given point, and this is our C at that given point. We also have functions, and we have translation there. Yeah, so now that all the guys have gone to sleep, we can stop it there. Good luck and see you in the next tutorial.